abusua ye mamo akwaba ba Chroma TV GH. Uye new to the channel, bomoden so subscribe, like video, and share, and leave a comment. Abusua. Aye miracles aboaje. Obi anim say the miracles aboaje. Wayeku. So we see me obana say or can't say. So we see me can't some nefa. The team na say we see me can't some no kran. Uti na wa want me say yes. A wise person is speaking. No I can't some about Agyapong allegations. I was say flag bearer be amano 800 million. Ɛsɛ nka wɔngye no resign ba ɔno no Agyapong deɛ ɔno wangye so nim sɛ Ghanafoɔ hia no nim sɛ Ghanafoɔ hia obi te sɛ wɔno no ɔba abɛgye Ghana na so ɔno no gye sɛ sika no na ɔresign na obi nipa na ɔma no sika no bɛyɛ flag bearer of the NPP na ɔkɔ na ɔkɔnya aba no na ɔbɛyɛ president a Ghanafoɔ ɛbɛha yɛ paa nti ɔno no Agyapong no deɛ wangye sika no we na Marcus Aboagye react to that statement and answer that allegations na Agyapong amake no yɛn nyinaa nim sɛ Marcus Aboagye from was supported Yura Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to from Bawumia camp. No, so one camp no day. A moma can Japan Sikabia. A money say $800 million no crowd the honor. Nasenko $800 million in the Hua. I didn't want to be mount will be to second Japan, and so on and no one resign. A Bowman Saba no be beaten. I say in some way will be a begia to me, not as an argument more. Say Bawumia ma Agyapong $800 million. So be a better assassin we are DBR, not as an argument more. Because I walk at our back cracket get a crash. Bawumia sink or mark Agyapong $800 million so on resign no Agyapong. Film na Bawumia, Sana Bawumia to me a flag bearer. I said, as a crown of bear crana dream, I said, ah, some will be sunny. Because there is no way to walk in Japan. Was it Japan? Overrating them. Like what GD say, I say, oh no, delegates need GD number 2 man, but that's not how it is. So I know super delegates in the year. So the Bawumia me be a moment, or see we no crowd about me, be a mong gabno, be big gabno, giddy. I see Bawumia the 70%. I saw when some more that one, no more making some false allegations in the account, because there is no way, and I say, be a nipa be command iska. Ben Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Yasadia. I didn't saw Mobia when we saw baby Tiska, and then they had the miracles during our 1 year see no. I said, Agyapong cancer no kwa Boba Bawumia dim, but the internal master pointing fingers at Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And so knew be obey Sadia man. Bawumia up to effort in all his campaign and warrior, put too much effort in it. What Jinhundi what delegates said delegates number 2 among Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Challenge na Agyapong someone na mawaki canon for fun she was no more pointing fingers at Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wa bre wa campaign wa yehon wa the blood and sweat in yanani realm wa the gidi every delegate mo wa delegate no so agena to obi saa wo vema wo send that so say delegate agena nsempa na wo ton edi no I didn't know between to say $800 million and I'm going to more come $800 million. That's what the map candidate back and what the mark candidate in our candidate in and General resign as I am to know about non cry. And no cry, yes, I know you, yes, I cry, no cry now. Can no cry in KB or bed you into a say, bit me at Eddie, because I know and get twice almost what the $800 million and all the candidates saw one Jananko beyond Tenase, Nanko. But one yes, how what the money baako pay, send nipa baako nje. No nkwan film, no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be but that was not how the case is. At the end of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia party no na so more than compete no. Bia no how ben super delegate in the crowd prove. So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is above all of them say ban said delegate one delegate no if favorite one delegate in the trauma. One delegate in the so one delegate in the GD so betimi akọ beat Mahama I break the 8 one delegate in him so I be one delegate in him ni nyuma pa and said was me by said was me abay abusua Marcus Aboagye atuja watuja pa or my illustrations be break cry I don't know part say some na Agyapong kind wa GD bia na to say wa adwemu de or wa adwemu ha e betimi abeton can cook amount say a malt and I say we betimi abeton ade bia ɛyɛ 1 cedi amount 20 cedis ne de ɛkeka ho wa abɛgye Agyapong asɛm a wɔkan ne de bia no sɛ wadwom ha ɛnyɛ easy koraa abusua mmra kasa Aboagye atodwa watodwa na abusua mmom yɛ so a yɛ commentators yi yɛ a yɛhwɛ sɛ de yɛkɔ MPP mu abusua obia nkyerɛ n'adwe sɛ de mmra kasa Aboagye ka ɛyɛ nokorɛ it's a 70%. Bawumia benyanda that 70% vote. And I said Bawumia is the right person for the MPP right now. Bawumia. More money than competing will be any size. Can Japan will be an hobby. The uncle team workers about it. We see will be answering that. Name said they will be answering fans.
I think this matter, since yesterday afternoon, I stopped talking about it because on one of the radio stations, I think one of the spokespersons of Honorable Agyapong actually asked me a very fundamental question.
Which is what?
He said, did he mention Dr. Bawumia? He didn't mention him. He didn't mention that it was from Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's team. And so at that point, I think I even apologized to him. And I said,
you did?
Yes.
So you're saying he's lying?
It's not from Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So maybe it could be from Adainimo or maybe from Akoto. Because yesterday, in fact, as a matter of fact, is one lawyer that day or one lawyer something. We were on Angel TV.
And he has lawyer Charles.
Yeah, one lawyer. And he told me, and I was at that point, I was like, yeah, I think the guy is right. Because he said, because I told him that the vice president hasn't done that. The vice president has no reason to request anybody to step down, Roland. There's a yawning gap between the vice president and the second place person. Sometimes we also in the media and those of us political advocates, we are part of making people feel, there's something my godfather always says, sometimes you can have an overrated impression.
Who is your godfather?
Of yourself. I won't mention his name. You can have an overrated impression of yourself.
So, where Kennedy Agyapong has an overrated impression of him.
Yeah, of his fortune in the next election.
He's too self-entitled.
No. He's too sure about how much votes he can make in the MPP.
Kennedy Ohini Agyapong?
Yes, he's too sure. Because you see, let's look at, remember when we were going for the August 26 elections? We were here, if you recall.
Yes,
I remember. When the people were making all manner of permutations and said, this one will look like this. Alan will do this. Alan has this person. He has this person. Ken can pull these people. And then the results came from the 900 delegate votes. Dr. Bawumia had in excess of 600. The second place person, which was Honorable Agyapong, had about 110 or 120 votes. Huge gap.
So you're saying the 800 million accusation is a red herring?
But it's false. Dr. Bawumia has no reason. There's no point. If Dr. Bawumia has $800 million, he won't give it to any candidate to step down because he will win the elections. Why would he do that? Wait, right now, why would any right-thinking person believe that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in this contest would want any of the candidates to step down?
Dennis Miracle, you haven't been watching and responding to the concerns that have been raised by some sections of the rank and file of the party, especially when you watch videos of encounters of Kennedy Agyapong, when he has those encounters with key members of the party at the grassroots during rallies. You don't watch the videos.
Have you watched ours? Have you watched ours?
I've been
exactly,
watching.
Yeah. So, what is there for me to watch? What is there for me to watch? We have 3 days from now. In fact, on Monday, I will come here.
If you're not tired, come.
No, I'll come. Even if I'm tired.
Eduji will be here.
Yes, I'll come with my brother Eduji on Monday. You see,
put it
sometimes we shouldn't...
Oliver, please, we're booking him on Monday.
Sometimes we shouldn't exaggerate when the reality is staring at us. There is no way Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is going to do less than 70% on Saturday.
Say that again.
There is no way Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is going to do less than 70%.
DMB 70%.
Nothing less than 70% on Saturday. And we don't say this in vacuum. We say this in all humility, based on the amount of work, energy, dedication, and commitment that the Vice President has put into this campaign, and the feedback we have received from the ground. So you realize that usually when we finish the elections, we no longer come back to come and take people on some of the overrated or the confidence that they expose. Rather, we say, they did well. You see, when you look at what happened on 26 August, you realize that nobody has given Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the credit that is due him.
Which is what? That he got
900 votes. Out of a 900 votes, you take about 600. You know why? Because nobody expected that Honorable Alâńgations will be beaten to the second position. So for us, that is fair.
That is true.
So again, there's no problem with that. The conversation is between those behind us and not necessarily those behind us and us. It is a huge difference.
There's this key man, even if you watch the videos of 2007, when Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was declared the presidential candidate, who was behind him? Ohini Agyapong, Kennedy Ohini Agyapong. He's a key member of the party. According to him, he supported the party countrywide not only in Ghana, but also internationally, all forms of resources. You speak to some delegates and some party people down there. They say that he's the man. And you are saying that he raising key accusations. It's not only this one. He says that there have been overtures made to him. Now he's even mentioning money, and you're saying that it's nothing. Dennis.
Let me tell you something. You remember before he also made that accusation, another ex-member of parliament also alleged that he had requested for a certain amount of money, $500 million, before he decides to step down. You remember the allegation? Is that true?
Are you asking me?
Yes, I'm asking you.
I don't know.
Exactly. That is, you see, in Ghana, do you know what's happening to us in Ghana? Right now, if I accuse Edem Agbana right now of anything, Edem now has to wake up in the morning and come and prove that what I'm saying is not true. We need to stop it. Somebody says that...
$800 million?
No, relax. You shouldn't be asking me this question. You should be asking him. You see, we need to, you know why? You know, we need to elevate the conversation.
I don't need to ask him. He's on video.
No, you need to ask him.
He was before a journalist. So the journalist probed and asked him, and he says that because of the party MPP and wants to maintain that strength of unity, he doesn't want to divulge.
I've given you logical reasons why it doesn't make sense.
He's making an accusation. You are saying logic.
But so who should prove the accusation? I should come and prove it. The one, no, don't just nod.
No, I'm not nodding. I want you to wrap up.
The person that is being accused. So Roland, you're a thief.
I'm not.
That's what you can tell me, right? So you, Johnny Hughes calls you on 3FM and says, but Miracle says you are a thief. Now he says you are not. Then he keeps saying, but it is Miracles who is saying it. We allow people to get away too many times.
$800 million.
Well, what has that got to do with us? In any case,
who has it except Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? Maybe.
How? But the one even speaking says he's a multi-billionaire. So why do you think it's only Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia maybe who has it? And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia actually doesn't have it. And if he does, if Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia actually has, there is no way he's going to give that money to a likely second or third place contestant. Why? In the first place, if I am spending that money as a candidate, then I'm probably looking for a complete unopposed contest.
All right.
But how does it even add up for me to give you $800 million for you to step out and I still go into a contest with 3 others? Sometimes we may not like people. You may not like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. You may not like him. You may dislike him. But when there, if you sit down and you believe it, your children will question you why you think like that.
On the sidelines, what's this for you? There's been